Well, welcome back. A few updates real quick. I decided to go a little further with the downstairs bench. Right now, the audio is not the best, and neither is the camera. But fear not. Even though I've spent a little bit on lighting, I've also decided to put another better camera down here with an external mic, cheap mic, but it should work. And I'm just waiting on the adapter I need for the external camera and the plug the mic in and what have you. So we will have either I haven't decided if I'm going to do an overhead view for hanging from the rafters with the camera or set up a designated tripod permanent kind of location for the camera. So I want to do this one real fast though, because this just came in the mail before I had a chance to set up my new camera. Although I tested it, I played with it, it works great. I bought this with Craigslist find actually. Came with 3 batteries, came with a clamp, which gave me the whole hang off the rafter idea. So this is the Hakko FG-100. Here we go. As a matter of fact, here's an FG-100. Here's the sensors that one came with. Here's the sensors I ordered from T Equipment. These are, of course, real Hakko sensors. Even though, you know, this doesn't say Hakko on it, it just represents the colors. It does use the same model number, FG-100. Of course, this one actually has an auto timer. It actually turns off in 3 minutes when not in use. And as well, the hold feature has a little bit more advanced than some of the other fake teardown ones I've seen. I actually wanted to get a real Hakko HG-100. So let's see if I manage to get a real one, or if I got a fake one, and I'll have to be following with eBay on its forgery policy. It comes with lead-free sensors and immediately a completely different color. The sensors, I would say, are fake. Look at this. This is a purple. This is a purple. This is a blue. Hakko is spelled H-A-I-C-C-O. Basically, the I and the 1C they're supposed to look like a K. So they did the I and the C together here. So it looks like a K. And then they put another C, an empty hollow font lining of the C afterwards, just like they would the K. So yeah, they're interesting right away. But they still use the same part number, 191.212. And no information on the back. This one probably had the same packaging, but they opened it up, they took the little piece of paper out of the inside and they just sent it out empty like this. And I think what they did is they took the Hakko name off of this so they could sell it on eBay, and they just call it the FG-100 now because of eBay's updated policy on updated policy on forgeries. That's how they got around this. Now let's see if the sensor, they did the same thing with the sensor. The 9-volt battery, super heavy duty. And this one actually is using Hakko's name, as in H-A-K. They didn't do the C with this one, so it's H-A-K partial K-O. Just like the authentic here. Same down here. It says Hakko Corporation on the back. And came with the little rubber garment for the 3rd spring tension post. Let's look at the instructions. If I print out Hakko's instructions from the website, I'm betting that this is probably actually their real instructions. It's just they the replacement parts are the 10-piece kit 191.212 sensors, which is this. but this one came with 5, and this one only comes with 5. Might be a clue that this one might be a fake. Of course, now the authentic one actually allows you to change Celsius or Fahrenheit with a dip switch inside on the board. That's going to be basically the only way we're going to be able to find out if this is fake or real. They took the real instructions from Hakko's website, printed it out, and put it in a box, like so. This is the FG-100-01. That says Hakko with a K. That says Hakko with a K. Quantity 1. That's Hakko's actual symbol. That's Hakko with a K. So yeah, everything here. There you go. I didn't want to ruin the bag, but I was trying to just get the tape cut off of it. I assumed that they all had the 30-minute or 3-minute auto turn-off timer. Maybe a bad assumption on my part. And where'd it go? There it is, the little piece that's supposed to go right here. This sheet metal here is just completely all scratched up, really horrible for being a new item. Usually has plastic on stuff like this to protect that, and it doesn't have that plastic there. It's got this glue that is just, yeah. The screen is that matte finish type of screen. Let's power on first. Let's just see if it turns on. Well, it has max hold Celsius and Fahrenheit on the LCD and a B for battery warning. Same display that this one has. So let me just wire a coupler onto it just to see the temperature that it picks up right now. So let's grab some authentic Hakko sensors. Big difference in wire. Keep seeming to miss that one. There we go. Raise up, raise up, raise up. No, don't pinch it. There we go. Now the heater's had enough time to actually heat up. There we go. So it's amazing that I'm actually being able to get the rating on it. So this iron did work. It just takes quite a long time to heat up. I'm doing this and holding this still. It's quite a challenge. So all in all, really not that bad. And this, the authentic sensors don't seem to hold the solder nearly as much on the what you call it, on the little temperature reading pad. No solder stayed behind on this one at all. A little solder stayed behind on this one, probably because I touched it a little too hard maybe. But you could use just a little bit of soldering wick, or actually just go over it like this and it comes right off. It'll go to your iron if you have a good tip. Let's go back to the fake ones. Now that I know I have a truly hot iron. See, there does seem to be a difference between the actual sensors. The sensors are going to be the main difference here, apparently. As it stands, these seem to be looking like they're the same thing. Do we at least have the right size Phillip? Let's find out. It's a tight battery fit. We do. Now, if this is the fake one, that means it's just going to spring out all over the place on me here. Which is going to suck, as always. Let's see if I can... And there it goes. Sprung out all over the place on me. It's a little hard to put back, but it's possible. It's just a real pain in the... Obviously, not the real unit. FG-100 2011 427 94 V0 Rev version 02. I don't think there's any really big parts to go wow and ooh on the other side with, honestly. So, in fact, this one was officially QC tested too and passed. This one wasn't even QC tested, but it's from Hakko, so it's okay. You know, you can expect this to be calibrated and function checked before it leaves the factory, right? Because it's an authentic Hakko. So no worries there. I've already had this one apart, so I already know how much of a pain it is to get these back together again. So, same darn thing. Look at that. One cost $11 and one cost a lot more. Because it has the Hakko name on it. As a matter of fact, same date. This is the same version on the board. Same everything. Obviously, not a real Hakko. I've also decided to take one of them completely apart, just to show that there is no switch underneath, like in an authentic Hakko FM. What was the model number? FG-100. That will allow the change between Celsius and Fahrenheit. So to do this, this is your circuit board. Really not much to it at all. Two switches, a couple test points, chip on board, cob, bunch of test points here for the zebra display. There's a little piece of foam in the back there for that. Under the microscope, this would look horrible. This was hand soldered completely. Maybe the cheaper one was just a better assembly. I might have to look at these under a microscope sometime and try to determine what the difference is on why they're reading different, because I'm pretty sure they're going to be the same chip on board. Nope, it's the same parts. 3 capacitors here, resistor down here, resistor here, resistor here, transistor, another resistor here, capacitor, 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 3 across the top, 2 resistors underneath. This one definitely does seem to be a cleaner solder job here, no doubt. Another resistor up here, a diode on the battery input for polarity protection. capacitor, voltage regulator. I'm guessing 3 volt probably. It's not labeled. And yeah, that's all she wrote. That's it. It does look like there is some unpopulated spots on the backside. Another capacitor here for electrolytic cap here, and this one actually says, is that what I think it is? VR1, variable resistor. So it's possible I may be able to actually put a variable resistor on one of these boards. So I may be able to install a variable resistor and actually tune these. I might try to do that. Now we get to test out eBay's forgery policy, and let's see how that goes, because this is not the real thing. Not only is this not the real thing, this that came with it is not the real thing. This is the real thing. So big difference here also are the sensors. They're even faking and counterfeiting the sensors. Of course, they'll say it's not the same thing because this is HAICCO. They'll argue that one. They have no argument on this one, HAKKO. No argument here. These are obviously identical. We'll have to put these back together off the clock later. Seems to be an authentic fake. An authentic fake that matches this fake. Or this one that at least admits it's not a real. This one at least admits it's not a real Hakko. It doesn't try to be a fake. This one is obviously a forgery in trying to be deceiving and deceptive to take your money. So there's the big difference there. Will I ever get a real one? Probably not. At least not on eBay. I think it would be very hard to find an authentic FG-100. I'm guessing it's going to be very difficult before I find a real one at a used or decent price. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and all that good stuff. And comments down below, questions. Check out a link to how counterfeit and fraudulent items actually affect more than you think. I posted it on the EEV blog, link down below in the description. Please go ahead and feel free to check that out. Leave more comments and personal opinions down there. Always good to have an intelligent conversation with people amongst the community and the hobbyists. Keep on tinkering.